ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
Swami, Adiyan has a question.
Yeah.
Swami, when perumAL comes to give the thaniyan for Swami Manavala Muni, he comes as a small boy, right? That
Right.
we were discussing in the. Is there any reason why he chose to come as a small boy? It's just a question. Or to give the thaniyan.
See,
or is it just out of perumAL's will he chooses to do so? Our Purvacharya has given some explanation or some commentary on that, why perumAL chooses to be a boy to come to give the thaniyan.
I don't recollect any specific direct narration or explanation for this particular question, but we can see that in Archavataram, Bhagavan has vowed not to directly speak or interact with anyone. That is the nature of Archavataram. So he has to remain as he is. Whichever form he is in, he has to remain. Now, the reason why he might have chosen this small boy form is possibly that a child entering in an assembly, especially it is said that he comes as an Archaka's son. So Archaka's son entering in an assembly, probably people would not stop him anywhere, or they would be first wondering why this child is coming, and they will not stop him, or they will not question him. If he comes in an elderly form, then people may say, why are you standing up suddenly when this goshti is going on, and so on and so forth. But being a small child, nobody will stop just like that, especially if Archaka child, Archaka boy, then they would not do any interference. That may have been the reason. Other than that, Adiyan is not sure. It is certainly making the incident very, very interesting, because just out of a blue, out of nowhere, a child coming and reciting a thaniyan, that itself is very wonderful. For anyone who is looking at it, if a child speaks, then everyone will be in awe. They will be awestruck. Look, this child is, even in general, for example, while explaining the Prachadalvan Charitram, Acharyas explained that in this way. Palliyil odi vandadan siruvan vayil orayira namam. While explaining in that pasuram, in a few other places, this is explained. Just because he is a child going to school, Pathashala, if he speaks something, everyone will be amazed. Oh, look, this child is speaking in its own style, in its own very childish speech. So that could have stopped Hiranyakashipu from harming the child. Just because it is a child speaking, whatever he speaks, it should have been enjoyed by anyone. If a child speaks, then it should be enjoyable. It will be enjoyable. And then Tan Sirivan, Palliyil odi vanda, that explains that a small child, school-going child is speaking. So that should not have caused any agitation in Hiranyakashipu's mind. Similarly, it is his own son. at least if neighbor's son says something, then we will say, oh, nothing better than my son. My son is better anyway. Even though if our son says something in a very childish way, we say that, oh, he's speaking very beautifully. If the neighbor's son, even if he speaks nicely, then we'll say, okay, it's okay. He's not as good as my son, but he is doing well. That is how we'll say. So looking at that particular aspect, Hiranyakashipu should have not become agitated in his mind. So both these school-going kid as well as his own kid, these two reasons must have been sufficient for Hiranyakashipu to enjoy the words of Prahlada instead of getting agitated and harming him. Similarly, if a child comes, especially an Archaka child, then that would be cheerful for everyone to make the environment very, very conducive for the purpose. He is coming there to bring out the glories of mAmunigaL. So if he comes in a Archaka boy form, everyone will certainly cheer him and enjoy that presentation instead of trying to stop him. So that might have been the reason.
ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
To learn such valuable information about our Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, please download KOYIL, KOYIL app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Our website is koyil.org, KOYIL.org.